Ah, it's live. Okay. I watched Lizzie's Answers. She's great. I watched that this morning. I recommend her. I just got out of church and I'm going to go take Misty for a little walk. Why do I tell you all this? I've really been struggling. I don't know if it's the holidays. I don't know if it's just where is my place in this world. Do you ever go through that? I go through it often. Wanting to give up the acting. It's so much work. I've just spent hours trying to update Facebook stuff. Anyway, in prayer I got, it doesn't matter how much work you put into something. It doesn't matter. It does, in that we do what we can to progress. But the point being, it's not about that. It's about just being yourself and just living. And if we want to be an inspiration and help to others, there's going to be a way, but not to measure ourselves by that. I think of my worth for many years through all the work I did and helping people at the church, and it gave me such satisfaction. And there's nothing wrong with that. It is very important. But you also have to find yourself and your worth, not in all the things that you do, but just the fact that God loves you. And today's gospel was probably very familiar with the woman who gave 2 coins, that was worth more than the big money that the wealthy gave. And the idea being that just give of yourself, of what you do have. And that was another message I got in Mass, was that it's I am valued. I do have worth in that the little that I have to give, that I feel is very little sometimes. It feels very little, but God is telling me that that little thing that I have, that I can give of, is worth its value. And people who have more ability and more wherewithal within themselves, that give and make such a difference in the world, more than what I feel I can give, is still its value. But mine is not any less, because if I give all of who I am and what I have to offer, then I'm like that woman giving the 2 coins. So I feel very comforted in that. And I wanted to share that with all of you that might feel like you're not as big as this, you don't have as much as that we are who we are. There's no comparison. It's just to just be, and to be in that light, and to share that is all that we need to do, all that will satisfy. So it's still progress. Some times I just feel so lonely being single, not having family here, still trying to make friends and nurture friendships. And for everyone, life is some sort of a challenge. And so whatever it is for each one of us, that we would just continue forth and know that right where you are is right where you're supposed to be, and that you have plenty. And just giving of that, of what you are and have, is all that's hoped for from us. I was going to say expected, but each one of us have a different situation, and our calling is going to be different. So I just encourage you, support you, and ask for your prayers, and I pray for all of you. Lord, just thank you for all that you've given us, the blessing of you and your love upon us. Help us each in our individual struggles, and to find a way to still give, because we still have something in us to give, no matter how little it may seem. Even just that story of the man picking up the hitchhiker. He had just lost his home in the Paradise Fire, and still had love in his heart to pick up this man who he found out was his neighbor, and also lost his home in the fire, and was going to a job interview. And just what a beautiful story, and a reminder that there is goodness in all things. So Lord, even as we struggle perhaps in this path that we're on, or decisions, or just who we are and our purpose, that we would come to remember just by us being here is because you will it and you love us, and there's so much that we are doing. And that was the other thing, is I can't judge what difference I'm making or not making in this world. That is not for me to judge. Thank God, because right now I feel like I don't really know what I offer, but God knows, and maybe it's more to come. But it's not just what I did in the past. It's the now, and it's the future, and I know that for you too. So let us stay strong. That was the other message. I got lots of messages. That's the other message I got, was it takes strength to live. So if you feel like it's a struggle sometimes, and for others maybe not at all, it's just a piece of cake, that's great. Really. But for some of us it's hard, and it's supposed to be. And that's where I thought, okay, it's not just me, and we are strong and courageous just to go day to day striving to be all that we can be. So remember, we still have lots within ourselves to give. God bless you. Have a beautiful Monday. Start this week off great, and do something to cheer someone up today and get out of ourselves. Okay, thanks so much for listening. Please share this if you think someone would be inspired by it. Thank you. Bye. Love you.